Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to the episode 8 of Product Management Interview Experience. And today we have Anindya, who has recently joined OYO as a product manager. Welcome, Anindya.
Thank you, Sugat, for inviting me to your channel.
Awesome. So, for the folks who don't know, Anindya and me, we were in the same B school, SPJMR, and he is one of the alum of SPJN. And this is the campus interview experience. So, over to you, Anindya. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sure, Sugat. So, will it be okay if I share a few dates for
Hey,
this call?
absolutely. Please go ahead.
Okay. Take care. So, hello to all viewers. I'm currently working as a product manager at OYO. To talk about my journey so far, I would say that I had worked as a software developer at Cognizant for a period of 2.5 years. So, during this process, I worked on several projects focusing on the what to build part. So gradually, I developed a keenness to know the why part also. So that's when I decided to pursue an MBA and joined SPJMR under the Information Management specialization. Thankfully, in this process, we had a dedicated course on product management that helped me to build my inclination towards product management as a goal. I was able to do a live project on a startup, as well as the B School internship was also based on product management, where I worked on improving the customer experience. So I believe that this 2 month of product internship really helped me to understand product role much deeper, and I decided on to pursue specifically product roles in the final placement going ahead. And in the finals, thankfully, OYO happened.
Hey, awesome. I think that's good to know that SPJAN is providing a intensive product management course and which actually help you in so many ways. So,
Definitely.
great. So let's jump into the, what viewers are waiting for. Can you walk us through your entire interview journey at for OYO? What were the different rounds? What were the different kind of questions asked? So we would want it as detailed as possible.
Understood, Subir. Okay. So to talk about the interview process, first I'd like to take a step back and talk about a few books that help me to prepare for the interview. So a few books that helped me. One of them was the Lean Product Playbook. Secondly, Decode and Conquer, and thirdly is the Cracking the PM interview. So I would strongly urge all the fellow PM aspirants to go through this book to be able to equip better for the interview process. Now coming on to the interview process, a disclaimer: when I talk about the interview process, it means the campus interview process, which I was a part of. So there were 4 rounds of screening. First is the usual CV shortlist, which was followed by 3 rounds of interviews, which were mainly based on the product-based questions. So first round was around 45 to 60 odd minutes, and second and third was around 30 to 45 minutes. So the interviews mostly started with the usual "tell me about yourself" questions, and from there on went on to deeper things based on what you say. So there were some questions on your favorite products and why they are favorite, and then they moved on to the important questions on product design. So to talk about a few questions, like the general theme would be design X for Y. For example, design an app for expecting mothers. Next is design a drone delivery system for an e-commerce platform like Flipkart or Amazon. Next is design a navigation app for small kids, and how would you monetize that? Next would be a design a recommender system for an event listing website search page. So these were the typical questions. So at every step, I got responses like why and so what. So one has to be prepared for such an event. So my tip would be you have to focus on articulating the problem at hand and approach the problem in a structured manner as much as possible, so that when you present the recommendation, you are ready to go 4 to 5 levels deeper if you're asked for. So one framework that really helped me to approach these kinds of problems would be the circles framework, which I got to know by reading the book Decode and Conquer. So one can have a look at it. It provides a step-by-step process to approach such design-based questions. And one last good tip for the interview process would be, in most cases, would be asked if you have any questions at the end of the interview. So you should definitely ask good questions as a response to this, because it shows that you have researched well about the company, and that creates a great positive impression, definitely.
Got it. So, was all these rounds conducted in the same day, or was there a gap? Uh, any thoughts on that, Anindya?
Yeah. So CV shortlist happened a few days before the actual D-Day, and on the D-Day, all the 3 rounds happened one by one together.
Okay, that's good part. And by the end of the day, hopefully you have the offer with Oyo.
Yeah, that was the relief.
Perfect. So you talk about couple of do's and don'ts, Anindya, like, this would be some good tips. So can you talk more about it? What should a candidate do and don't during a product interviews?
Correct. That's a good question. So coming on to a few do's followed by a few don'ts. Okay. So first thing is you should understand the problem, and you should ask some ample number of clarifying questions before you go deep into solving the question, because this helps the interviewer to see that you're actually working and thinking in the direction, right? So next would be to, as I said before, also you should have a structured approach and clarity of thought process. So one tip here would be to think out loud when you approach the problem, so that the interviewer also knows that how you're proceeding. Then you should have a list of 3 to 4 favorite apps, and also some 3 to 4 features that you like most about the app, and also be ready to have ready to be questioned about some 2 3 improvements that you want to make about the same app, because no app is perfect, right? There's always scope for improvement. And the next tip would be to have one to worst app also, and how you wish to improve if you do get a chance. Next thing would be to do a deep dive into the company's product, that is before the interview, or it may be a website or app, and you should list down what you have liked and what can be improved also.
Hey, that's a great point. So just
Yeah.
pausing you there. So did anything happen with you also during the interview? Were any questions around the same that what Oyo wanted to understand about their company's product, and website, and app?
Yeah. So, 1 2 questions were asked during the conversation process, so I could answer it because thankfully I had gone through their app as well as the website. So the two experiences are different, right? There is website, there is mobile web, and there is app. So there are 3 things. So you should know what kind of offerings the company offers, give to the users. So you should have a look at that before the interview process. And I hope, Sugat, that answers the question.
Absolutely. Yeah, that makes sense. And why this is very important for any product interview you are setting, you should go and understand the company's product.
Definitely. That's the must thing. Okay, the next point would be to be good with numbers, because as a product manager, that's a basic thing you're expected to have. So you can practice a lots of estimates prior to the interview to be comfortable on the D-Day. And the last point for me would be also to practice product deconstruction. Break down the product into a list of must-haves and a feature list must-have, good to have, and delighters, and understand the product deep down. So you can form a few small groups and practice to achieve this clarity. And a list of few don'ts would be, first is don't jump onto conclusion. Take ample pauses and structure your thoughts. There is no hurry. There is made it for structure, but you cannot jumble things and present in a short time. That is a dream. So the next thing is, don't forget to validate any assumption that you make in each step as you go deeper into the problem, because that is important. Verify from the interviewer that whether whatever you're assuming, whether it's correct or not, and if not, you can ditch that and go on to something else. And the last thing would be to don't miss out on any cues from the interviewer, because the interviewer also sometimes tries to guide you in the correct direction. So you should have a mindful, uh, you should be mindful about those process and go in that same direction as the interviewer. So okay, Sugat, over to you.
Thanks, Anindya. I think these are some good laundry list of do's and don'ts. Yes, I think moving to the next part would be definitely, you talked about the CV shortlisting process. Assuming that you come from a software background, uh, how did you make your CV so that it shows the product experience and you get a shortlist for the OYO?
Sure, Sugat. So coming on to the CV shortlisting tips for product roles. So okay. So one thing is certain, that previous product experience is not a mandatory thing to have when you pursue product shortlists. Okay, but there are a few tips which can get you shortlist even in every case. So first thing, whatever you put in your CV, right, you should you should have full clarity of the business impact that your work is driving, and you should put associated metrics to that. So one good format to write your points is CAR, that is context, action, and result. So that gives a good structure, and the interviewer understands very well what your point is trying to convey. Next thing is you should do some live projects or internship on product roles if you get the opportunity. So these are great to showcase on your CV. But the tip is that you should be very thorough with whatever you're putting on the CV, because you can expect to be questioned 4 to 5 levels deeper on each of the points that you mentioned. The next way is to write some product blogs. I know a lot of my friends who went on to the placement process with me had a few blogs. So they maintained those blogs, wrote some new interesting product ideas, as well as review and or critic existing product also. So that is a very brownie point to have on your CV. And the last thing here would be build, obviously, this is the most important piece I kept towards the end, showstopper. So you have to build a network. So LinkedIn is a great platform for that. You should reach out to your alums who are in product roles, seek their guidance, and also you should regularly be asking them about any product opportunity that can come up in form of maybe internships or maybe full-time roles in the company. So you talked about my background. I had a software development background, and I went on to join a product company and product role. So how I approached to build my CV, right? So I worked in Cognizant. So I focused more on showing the business impact of whatever I software development that I did that helped the company, and any related metrics that I could associate to that, like it saved 20% man hours, okay, or it helped to realize the company X million euro revenue. So such things help I put in my CV, and as well as some concepts like Jira and Agile that I worked on and added in my CV, because these are super useful for even the product managers day-to-day operation. The next thing is the internship. So I had a product internship, like I told, so which served as a brownie point definitely, and added on to that, I did a live project also in product management. So again, that helped to showcase the interviewer that I am not only interested in product management role, but I have also worked on solving real business cases using the product concepts. And the last thing is that we can put other projects that can help to back up our CV, because we had a subject on product man. So it had a related project. So I put that along with a few other projects on marketing and so on. Over to you, sir.
I think these are some awesome tips on India. So I think viewers, if you're watching this, would definitely recommend how you can modify your non-product management skills or to non-tech skills to something uh, with this line so that it's more aligned to the product roles. Cool. So thanks, Anindya, again for sharing all this insight. And we would definitely love to understand more about and how an aspirant can get into a product role at OYO. You spoke about your entire campus experience, but beyond the campus, off campus, or how can someone get into a product role at OYO?
Sure. I'll talk about that. So before going to that, I would like to mention that OYO goes to many top tier campuses. So campus hiring process is one option. So other than that, if I have to mention about the other part, so you have to have a knack for technology and have a product mindset. You can to understand the various product, how they perform, so avenues for improvement and all. You have to have that and be curious about the latest tech innovations happening, especially in the travel space, right? Because after the COVID, how different players are realigning themselves to cope up with the current situation. So this is one. And next, if I have to go to the specifics for OYO, one can have two options. They can check out their website, oyorooms.com /career, or you can drop a mail to careers.apply@oyorooms.com to know about certain opportunities that is there.
So, Anindya, can you also tell, how the interviews are different for off-campus and then on-campus interviews?
Okay. So, but the two process must not be too much of difference. There can be a bit variations in terms of the number of rounds on product based question, but overall in general they would be the same.
Awesome. I think that's great to hear that. And yes, would recommend all the candidates uh, do check out the OYO Careers website. And if you find across any job openings, feel free to reach out to Anindya or send a mail directly to the recruiters.
Sure. So kudos to you, Sugat, the great work you are doing to help out so many PM aspirants in the community. And yeah, so do reach out to me in LinkedIn for any further help or guidance that I can be of.
I mean, that's great to hear, Anindya. And this wouldn't be possible without the support of you guys who are agreeing and coming out in the videos, in the channel to share your experience. So I'm just a medium. You are the guys who are taking this ahead. So thank you again, Anindya, for being a part of this interview.
You're most welcome, Sugat.